Over £30,000 in fines for a mistake you didn't even know was illegal. That's a reality facing thousands of UK seniors in 2026. New rules are rolling out quietly, and many retirees have no idea that everyday things, like renewing a driving license late, misreporting pension income, or even lending out a blue badge, could trigger serious penalties. The scary part? Most of these fines don't come with a warning first. Here's what makes this even more concerning. Many of these changes target areas seniors deal with daily: pensions, property, benefits, council tax, and online banking. And enforcement is becoming more digital, more automated, and far less forgiving. One small oversight could lead to letters demanding repayment, suspended benefits, or unexpected investigations. But don't panic. In this video, we'll break down the 10 new rules you absolutely must know in 2026 and exactly how to protect yourself before it's too late. Stay with me, because rule number 7 is catching thousands completely off guard. Number 1. Stricter pension reporting rules that could trigger heavy fines. In 2026, one of the biggest changes affecting seniors involves pension income reporting, and this is where many people unknowingly make costly mistakes. The UK government is tightening cross-check systems between banks, private pension providers, and HMRC. That means your declared income is now being automatically compared with digital records. If there's a mismatch, even a small one, it could trigger an investigation or a penalty notice. Here's the issue. Many retirees receive income from multiple sources. You might have your state pension, a workplace pension, a small private pension, and perhaps even some savings interest. It's easy to forget to declare a smaller pension pot or assume it's already taxed correctly. But under the updated 2026 compliance rules, failing to report all taxable income, even accidentally, could result in significant fines or repayment demands. Imagine this. You withdraw a lump sum from an old pension you barely remember. You assume the tax was handled automatically. Months later, you receive a letter stating there's an underpayment, plus penalties. Stressful, right? So what can you do? First, keep a clear folder, digital or paper, with every pension statement you receive. Second, double-check your annual tax code and self-assessment details carefully. And if anything seems unclear, contact HMRC or a qualified advisor before submitting information. The key here is simple. Don't assume everything is handled for you. In 2026, accuracy matters more than ever. If this is already helpful, let us know in the comments with the word "protected" so we know you're taking action. We put real effort into researching these updates for you, so please subscribe to the channel. It's just one click, but it helps us keep protecting more seniors like you. Number 2. Driving license renewals. If you're over 70 and driving in the UK, this next rule is absolutely critical. In 2026, enforcement around driving license renewals and medical disclosures is becoming much stricter. While many seniors already know they must renew their license every 3 years after 70, what's catching people out is the medical reporting requirement. Here's where the risk lies. If you develop certain medical conditions, such as vision problems, diabetes requiring insulin, heart conditions, or cognitive changes, you are legally required to inform the DVLA. Many people assume their GP will automatically report it. In most cases, they don't. The responsibility is yours. And failing to disclose a relevant condition could result in fines of up to £1,000, invalid insurance, and even larger penalties if you're involved in an accident. Now imagine the scenario. You renew your license on time, but forget to mention a recently diagnosed condition because it feels minor. Months later, you're involved in a small collision. During routine checks, the undisclosed condition appears in your medical records. Suddenly, your insurance is void, and you're facing unexpected financial consequences. The solution is simple but important. Mark your license renewal date clearly on your calendar. Speak openly with your GP about whether your condition needs to be reported. And when in doubt, check directly with the DVLA before assuming it's not necessary. This isn't about stopping you from driving. It's about protecting your independence, safely and legally. If you're still driving, comment "Safe Driver" below so we know you're staying informed. We spend hours researching these updates to keep you protected, so please subscribe. It's just one click, but it truly helps our channel continue supporting seniors like you. Number 3. Energy efficiency rules for homeowners. If you own your home, or especially if you rent out a property, 2026 brings an important update you cannot afford to ignore. The UK is tightening energy efficiency standards, particularly for rental and inherited properties. Homes that fail to meet minimum EPC, Energy Performance Certificate, requirements could face serious financial penalties. Many seniors are affected because they rent out a former family home for extra retirement income, or they've inherited property from relatives. What's changing is enforcement. Local authorities are increasing inspections and using digital property records to flag homes that don't meet updated energy efficiency targets. If your property falls below the required rating and you haven't made improvements, fines can reach into the thousands. Picture this: you've been renting out your old home for years with no issue. Suddenly, you receive a notice stating the insulation or heating system no longer meets compliance standards. Without upgrades, you could be legally restricted from renting it out or fined for continuing to do so. The good news? You have options. First, check your current EPC rating. Don't assume it's still valid. Second, look into government grants or local council schemes that may help cover upgrade costs. Even small improvements like loft insulation or efficient boilers can make a major difference. The key message here is simple: don't wait for a warning letter. Being proactive now can protect both your property income and your peace of mind. If you own property, comment "Home Secure" below so we know you're staying ahead of these changes. We put real time and effort into breaking this down clearly, so please subscribe. It's one simple click, but it helps us continue protecting homeowners like you. Number 4. Council tax discount audits. This next rule is catching many seniors completely off guard. In 2026, local councils across the UK are increasing council tax discount audits, especially for single-person discounts and exemption claims. If you receive a 25% single occupancy discount or any form of reduction, your eligibility may now be reviewed more strictly and digitally cross-checked against national databases. Here's where the danger lies. Many retirees qualify for legitimate discounts, but life changes, such as a partner moving back in, an adult child staying longer than expected, or even a paperwork error, can affect eligibility. If the council determines you are not entitled to the discount, they can issue backdated bills for several years, plus penalties. That can mean thousands of pounds owed unexpectedly. Imagine opening your post and finding a demand for repayment covering the past 3 years. No warning, no gentle reminder, just a deadline. For many seniors on fixed incomes, that kind of surprise can cause real financial stress. The solution? Don't assume your discount continues automatically without review. Contact your local council once a year to reconfirm your status. Keep records of who officially resides in your property. And if your living situation changes, even temporarily, report it immediately. This rule isn't about removing support for seniors. It's about stricter verification. And in 2026, councils are using smarter systems to detect discrepancies. Being proactive today could save you from a very unpleasant letter tomorrow. If you currently receive a council tax discount, comment "check" below to remind others to review theirs too. We carefully research these updates to protect you, so please subscribe. It's just one click, but it keeps this information coming. Number 5. TV license and streaming enforcement. This one surprises many retirees. In 2026, enforcement around a TV license is becoming more digitally advanced, and misunderstanding the rules could result in fines of up to £1,000. Many seniors believe that if they don't watch traditional live television, they don't need a license. But the rules also apply to watching live broadcasts on streaming platforms, recording live TV, and using services like BBC iPlayer. With more people moving to smart TVs, tablets, and streaming devices, it's easier than ever to accidentally break the rules without realizing it. Here's what's changing. Enforcement teams are increasing data-led investigations. While there's no secret surveillance, authorities are improving cross-checking systems to identify addresses without registered licenses. If you declare that you don't need one but later access live content, that could trigger penalties. Picture the scenario. You cancel your license because you mostly watch on-demand shows. Months later, you stream a live sporting event or news broadcast without thinking twice. That simple action could technically require a license, and if investigated, it could lead to a fine. The key is clarity. If you watch or record live TV on any device, even occasionally, you likely need a license. If you genuinely don't, ensure your no license needed declaration is accurate and up to date. The important word here is awareness. In 2026, digital habits matter more than ever. If you've checked your TV license status recently, comment "all clear" below. We work hard to break these complex updates into simple language, so please subscribe. It's one click for you, but it helps us keep creating videos that protect you. Number 6. Gifting money to family. Helping your children or grandchildren financially feels generous and loving. But in 2026, the rules around gifting money are being reviewed more closely, and misunderstandings could create serious tax consequences for families later on. Many seniors believe that once they give money away, it's no longer their concern. However, under UK inheritance tax rules, certain gifts fall under the 7-year rule. If you pass away within 7 years of making a large gift, that money may still be counted as part of your estate. What's changing is the level of scrutiny. HMRC is increasing digital tracking of financial transfers, meaning large or repeated gifts may be more closely examined during estate reviews. Imagine gifting £20,000 to help a grandchild buy their first home. Years later, your family faces unexpected inheritance tax questions because proper records weren't kept. Without documentation showing when and why the gift was made, it can create delays, stress, and potentially higher tax bills. The good news? This is manageable with planning. Keep written records of any substantial gift, including the date, amount, and purpose. Understand annual tax-free gift allowances and use them strategically. And if you're planning larger transfers, consider speaking with a qualified estate planner or financial advisor before moving the money. The key message is simple. Generosity should not create complications. With proper documentation and awareness, you can support your family without leaving them unexpected problems. If you've ever helped family financially, comment "Family First" below. We spend real time researching these updates so you don't have to, so please subscribe. It's just one click, but it helps us continue protecting families like yours. Number 7. Online fraud liability. This one is deeply concerning, because even if you're the victim, you could still lose money. In 2026, new banking and fraud prevention frameworks are placing stronger emphasis on what's called reasonable customer precautions. In simple terms, if banks believe you ignored basic security advice, they may reduce or refuse reimbursement after fraud. Seniors are increasingly targeted by sophisticated scams, fake bank calls, convincing emails, cloned government websites, even AI-generated voices. But here's the shift. If investigators find that warnings were ignored, such as sharing one-time passcodes, clicking suspicious links, or bypassing fraud alerts, you could be considered partially responsible. Imagine receiving a call that appears to be from your bank. The caller sounds professional, knows your name, and pressures you to secure your account. In a moment of panic, you share a verification code sent to your phone. Hours later, thousands of pounds are gone. Under updated liability reviews, the question may not just be "was this fraud?" but also, did you follow security guidance? That's why protection must become proactive. Enable two-factor authentication on all banking apps. Never share verification codes with anyone, not even someone claiming to be your bank. Register for transaction alerts so you're notified instantly of unusual activity. And most importantly, pause before acting under pressure. Scammers rely on urgency. The truth is simple. In 2026, awareness equals protection. A few extra seconds of caution can prevent devastating financial loss. If you promise to never share a security code, comment "Stay alert" below. We research these risks carefully to keep you informed, so please subscribe. It's just one click, but it helps us continue protecting this community. Number 8. Blue badge misuse. If you or someone in your household uses a blue badge, this next update is extremely important. In 2026, councils across the UK are increasing enforcement against badge misuse, and penalties are becoming much more serious. What many seniors don't realize is that even a small favor for a family member can lead to heavy fines. A blue badge is issued to a specific person, not a vehicle. That means it can only be used when the badge holder is present during the journey. Let's say your son borrows your car and uses your badge to park closer to a shop, even with good intentions. If caught, both the driver and the badge holder could face penalties. In some cases, badges are confiscated, and fines can reach up to £1,000, depending on the local authority. Enforcement officers are becoming more vigilant. Many areas now use CCTV, body cameras, and digital permit tracking. Random spot checks are more common, especially in busy town centers and hospital car parks. Imagine the embarrassment and stress of being stopped in public, questioned, and possibly losing your parking privileges, all because someone thought it would just be 5 minutes. The safest approach is simple. Never allow anyone to use your badge unless you are physically present and benefiting from the parking concession. Keep it secure when not in use, and report it immediately if lost or stolen. The rule may seem strict, but the consequences are real. In 2026, even small misuse is taken seriously. If you or a loved one has a blue badge, comment "Use it" right below to remind others. We carefully research these updates to protect your independence, so please subscribe. It's just one click, but it helps us keep this information coming. Number 9. State pension overpayments. This next rule is one of the most stressful for retirees because it often comes without warning. In 2026, government departments are expanding automated data sharing systems to detect state pension overpayments faster and more aggressively. That means if you've been paid more than you were entitled to, even by mistake, repayment could be demanded. Here's how this happens. Changes in your circumstances, such as moving abroad, remarrying, changes in income, or adjustment to other benefits, can affect how much you should receive. Sometimes, delays in reporting or processing updates lead to overpayments. In the past, these issues could go unnoticed for years. Now, digital cross-checking systems flag discrepancies much sooner. Imagine receiving a letter stating you've been overpaid for 18 months and now owe several £1,000s back. For someone living on a fixed income, that kind of demand can feel overwhelming. The key protection is simple but crucial. Report any life changes immediately. Don't assume one department automatically informs another. Keep copies of letters, confirmation emails, and any communication about changes in your circumstances. If you receive a notice about overpayment, respond quickly and seek clarification rather than ignoring it. Most overpayments are administrative, not intentional. But in 2026, the recovery process is becoming more structured and less flexible. The takeaway? Stay proactive and document everything. A small update today could prevent a large repayment tomorrow. If you regularly check your pension statements, comment "Stay informed" below. We put serious effort into researching these changes so you don't get caught out, so please subscribe. It's just one click, but it helps us continue protecting retirees like you. Number 10. Digital identity verification. The final rule may sound technical, but it could directly affect your access to pensions and benefits in 2026. Government services are moving further toward mandatory digital identity verification. That means more retirees will be required to confirm their identity online when accessing certain benefits, updating details, or applying for support. For many seniors, this shift can feel uncomfortable. Not everyone is confident using online portals, uploading documents, or navigating verification apps. But here's the serious part. If identity checks are not completed by the required deadline, payments could be temporarily suspended until verification is successful. Imagine receiving a message asking you to verify your identity online. You assume it's optional or leave it for later. Weeks pass. Suddenly, a payment you rely on doesn't arrive. Only then do you discover it was paused due to incomplete verification. The solution is preparation, not panic. If you're unsure about digital systems, seek help early. Local councils, libraries, and community centers often provide digital assistance. Make sure your contact details, phone number, email, and address are always up to date with government departments so you don't miss important notices. Most importantly, verify carefully. Fraudsters may imitate official verification messages. Always double-check you're using legitimate government websites before entering personal information. The future is becoming more digital, whether we like it or not. But with awareness and a little preparation, you can stay in control and avoid unnecessary disruption. If you're ready to stay ahead of these changes, comment "Digital Ready" below. We put hours of research into making these updates simple and clear, so please subscribe. It's just one click, but it helps us keep protecting this community. As we've seen, the new 2026 UK laws aren't just small technical updates. They have real consequences that could seriously impact your finances, independence, and peace of mind. From stricter pension reporting rules to tighter driving license requirements, increased council tax audits, and new digital verification systems, the common theme is clear. Enforcement is becoming more automated, more connected, and far less forgiving. But here's the empowering truth. Most of these fines are completely avoidable. These rules are not designed to trap you. They exist within a system that increasingly relies on digital cross-checking and personal responsibility. That means small oversights, forgetting to report a change, assuming information is shared automatically, delaying paperwork, can now trigger big consequences. And for retirees living on fixed incomes, even a modest penalty can feel overwhelming. The good news? You are now informed. By reviewing your pension records, confirming your council tax status, keeping documentation of financial gifts, protecting yourself against online fraud, and responding quickly to official letters, you dramatically reduce your risk. A few proactive steps today can prevent months of stress tomorrow. Think of this as part of protecting your retirement, just like budgeting wisely or staying on top of your health. Awareness is your strongest defense in 2026. Before we finish, take a moment to ask yourself, which of these rules applies to me right now? And more importantly, what small action can I take this week to stay compliant? Because when it comes to protecting your future, informed decisions today make all the difference tomorrow. Stay safe, stay aware, and stay in control.